Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday, day 2 of this new week. Today is Tuesday, March 23rd, 2021. And this week, I am taking a little break from Neville Goddard, Your Faith is Your Fortune, but I'll continue next week. And so this week, for these 5 days, yesterday we started, and meeting is okay. It is from the Daily Stoic from our friend Ryan Holiday. And he has 366 meditations on wisdom, perseverance, and the art of living. So he takes excerpts from different philosophers and does like a daily lesson or a daily reading from them. Let me shorten my little window so I can see here. Here we go. Okay. All right. So March 23rd, the message for the day is called The Straight-Jacketed Soul. This is from Moral Letters by Seneca. The diseases of the rational soul are long-standing and hardened vices, such as greed and ambition. They have put the soul in a straitjacket and have begun to be permanent evils inside it. To put it briefly, this sickness is an unrelenting distortion of judgment, so things that are only mildly desirable are vigorously sought after. That's from Moral Letters by Seneca. My interpretation is, things that are just mildly desirable are vigorously sought after. I just think addiction, like things that are good, that it talks about greed and ambition, greed in anything, it could be greed in money, but then there's greed in food. There's greed in drink. There's greed in fun. There's greed in sex. There's greed in video games. Just kind of having an irrational desire that's out of proportion, that's not normal for things that, can be a little more rational. You know what I mean? So Ryan Holiday adds, in the financial disaster of the late 2000s, hundreds of smart, rational people lost trillions of dollars worth of wealth. Remember that? 2008, the stock market crash. How could such smart people have been so foolish? These people knew the system, knew how the markets were supposed to work, and had managed billions, if not trillions of dollars. And yet, almost to a person, they were wrong. And wrong to the tune of global market havoc. It's not hard to look at this situation and understand that greed was some part of the problem. Greed was what led people to create complex markets that no one understood in the hope of making a quick buck. Greed caused other people to make trades on strange pools of debt. A house of cards just waiting for the slightest breeze to knock it all down. It doesn't do much good. Also, this is what I love, he added. It doesn't do much good to criticize those folks after the fact. So we can all judge those people for being greedy or ambitious. It says it doesn't do us, you, me, much good to criticize those folks after the fact. It's better to look at how greed and vices might be having a similar effect in our own life. What lapses in judgment might your vices, my vices, be causing us? What sicknesses might you have? And how can your rational mind step in and regulate them? So apparently back in Seneca's day, he was, writing about how perfectly rational, smart, educated people can lose their judgment, their lapse of judgment because of this insatiable hunger for whatever reason. And usually it's because you lack something in your soul. And they say it a lot with addicts who have a God-sized hole. Usually when we reach for stuff outside of ourselves, we're really seeking to fill that thing that only our connection with our deeper selves, with God, with our soul can fill. That's why we shouldn't look outside of ourselves. I always say, I think it's this way. Know thyself, meditate. And so nothing outside of you, not another cookie, not another cigarette, not another drink is going to fill that that hole in you, and it's an illusion to keep reaching for something, for the next level. It's always good to have goals and to reach for something, but not for the fact of it's going to fill that empty space, that only God can fill. So I loved that reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, it's, important to not look at other people's vices and other people's habits, but always, like I say, I'm my own case study. You should be your own case study. When you read a quote or a good book, don't be like, I know who that would be good for, or that advice, I know who should read that quote. It's like, when we do that, when we're deflecting, if we have more good advice for other people and we know what they need, that's a surefire sign that we are not doing our own work. Because we should always be looking at ourselves and improving ourselves, developing ourselves, and getting better and looking at our vices and our habits and things that, we're greedy in. No matter what it is, what area of life, because greed can show up in many, many ways, not just wealth. So I hope you enjoyed that. And we're having our last session this Thursday, Mindfulness and Mindset Thursday. So in a couple days, 5 p.m. The Zoom link is here. I'll post it again. It's free 99. Show up, me, you, a few other people. I just kind of teach what I'm learning in the world of psychology and personal development. And it's a nice 45-minute session. And we just learn and chat something new. And then I do a meditation. So I hope you all join me. Don't be scared. Hop on. It's the last one. I've had so much fun. And I thank you guys all for joining who have. And I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening.